Hi, this is an analysis of David Allen's book Getting Things Done. Today is a special day because this book and this recording that you will listen to will definitely change you and make you a better person. These are not big words. This is the information that I personally passed through myself from beginning to end. The fact is that I am an insane skeptic. I generally do not really trust the information that is written on the back of a book, and there, as a rule, they write all the most delicious and interesting things. Every second book promises that you will become richer if you read it, but this is far from the case, or we are not all we apply it in our lives. So today I'm going to talk about a book that has definitely made me a better person. And I'm already implementing this information into my life, and from quite a distance, and I strongly advise you not only to listen to this recording, but also to try to do what I'm going to tell you next. That's the thing. When there are some working moments in our daily lives, well, something needs to be done. Let's say you have some tasks that need to be completed here and now. There are also tasks that need to be completed sometime. Perhaps later, but definitely right now. In any case, this needs to be done, because I do not know if the boss is asking for it or something else. In general, we are surrounded by large, small, medium-sized companies, but everyone has their own business. And these things are so diverse that even going to the store and buying yourself food or cat food is also a business. And it is very important not to let this get to your head. Attention, the very first lesson I learned. And yes, it may seem trivial again, but let's get to the point. Let me explain. The fact is that our brain is damn lazy, and it's wrong to keep everything in mind. Because firstly, we forget a lot of information, and secondly, it leads to stress. When you keep information in your head and can't do anything with it, decide or postpone, it leads you to stress, and it's really not cool because working under stress is unproductive. What should I do? First of all, I personally use a free program. It's not an advertisement, it's just a program. I came across it a long time ago, probably a year ago, and I used it mechanically, that is, I read how to clean up for 2 weeks, but I've been using this program for about a year. If I'm not mistaken, it's written in English letters like this, WRIKE. There is a free data plan, so use it, install it, and act on it. Why did I download this program? Well, first of all, in this program I lead several subgroups, for example, on those things that I need to do today, on those things that I need to do in the near future, and on those goals that I pursue urgently. That's why it's important to write down all this information, because in this way you sort of unload your brain from unnecessary information, because the task of going to the store is unnecessary information. It's just an action. You don't have to, I don't know, walk every 500 meters in the form of the store allows you to remember it. Well, I need to buy something. This is unnecessary information that takes away your energy. Therefore, the first step and the first action that needs to be done, here and now, is just to dig around the internet and find some program that suits you. You need to find a program that will preferably sync with your phone. Since I have some ideas, I have several tasks at a time when my computer is very far away, so I need to download the program and take care of the synchronization. Next action. As soon as you have a task or action, even if they are small, average, or insignificant, you definitely need to write them down. Do you understand? By the way, the second step that I realized is that now, in addition to voicing the book, I also take notes for myself. Notes are basically a travel guide, so even if I forget something, I can look at those notes, and that's what I've highlighted. You also need, among other things, to perform those tasks that lead to quick solutions, because this is a small victory. That's how we work. If from the very beginning, in the morning, we take on unbearably hard work, then the maximum that it will lead to overwork. Because in the morning, the most difficult thing, in the end, it probably isn't worth it. This can be reserved for the second or third task, but not for the first one. And the first task should be as simple as possible, because in this way we will achieve a small victory. And since we won a small victory, it's a plus 10 to self-confidence. And that's when we gained a few confidence points. And by the way, I'm not the first billionaire to hear about the list of books that changed his life. David Allen's book Getting Thongs Done. So let's take a closer look at it. Now, the next third lesson I've learned is, what's your next step? Let me explain it to you now. Let's say your computer broke down, and the thought you need to fix your computer popped into your head. If you write this task directly into your computer repair program, this is the wrong step. It is not purposeful. Don't get me wrong, this is an abstract task. Your step must be real. For example, you can find or register 5 computer repair companies. The next step is to call these 5 companies, find out the cost, and find out the conditions. For example, whether they have pickup, or they are coming. Their master will come and fix everything. This is a step that can be measured in some way, rather than just fixing a computer, completing a project, getting a promotion, or starting a business. Every task that needs to be recorded can be measured and started right now. Right now, if you want to start a business, you first need to come up with an idea. Moreover, even this small stage of deciding on an idea can be divided into several stages. For example, what specific idea do you want to analyze? Write down several areas for yourself, for example, IT, agriculture, services, and manufacturing, everything that first came to mind. These are the specific steps that should be included in your tasks. The next thing I noticed for myself is that we were never taught that you need to think about everything carefully before starting work. That's a damn deep thought. The thing is, in my opinion, yes, I haven't worked for my uncle since I was 18, but I remember perfectly well that when you come to get a job, they give you some kind of job description. You understand what you need to do. Step 1, Step 2, Step 3, Step 4, and you just do all your work according to these instructions. But no one has ever taught us that there is a task to sit and think. It is not necessary to immediately roll up your sleeves and go into battle. First of all, I need this task, whether it's worth it. I do not know if it's worth it. That is, I do not need to think about the task of how exactly I will buy cat food. That's not the point. And if the task is global and deep enough, for example, for me, I need to launch an IT company. What should I do? Well, here we go again, roll up my sleeves and where to run. What should I do? What should I do? And for this I need to sit down, think and carefully explain everything on paper. These are the main steps I have to take. So let's summarize the results. It would seem that these are simple recommendations, but they are so effective that they will also make you more productive. And at times, think about it. It's not enough that when you select this superfluous, unnecessary information from your head, you still have room for maneuver, space for creativity in your head. That is, you can't buy a gift for your wife and children there. I do not know if I should go to a concert that is about to take place. Go somewhere with a friend. The first recommendations are that if you need to go deeper into the book, please read it if you want. And the second step is right now, as soon as you listen to this recording, you understand, go online and search for programs for your organization. I do not know your temporary resource, business, and so on. And just install. See how the interface works and delete what you do not like. And the third step is that as soon as you have a task on the horizon of your affairs, be sure to write it down and contact this assistant at least. No, not less often, but more often, and see what you need to do. That is, your tasks should be clearly divided into those that need to be done now. Turn. into those things that need to be done later and in the future to achieve your goals. I hope that you will do this because I guarantee you that your life will change after you bring this to life. So, see you in the next book and don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye.